Hey, hope you're enjoying today's episode. I wanted to let you know because I often forget to do this, and then people always tell me, man, you should have let me know. We have 3 coach certificate events coming up this year, 2025, 2 in Sydney and 1 in the Northern Rivers. So if you do want to get involved, you want to work with us, you want to work in one of our gyms, or you just want to learn more about our approach to coaching and gain the toolkit that we see as essential for any high-level coach, this is the course for you. There are no prerequisites to enroll besides a desire to learn. We got March 15th and 16th, that's a Saturday and Sunday here at Botany, and September 2021 also here in Botany. They are the 2 Sydney events this year, March and September. If you're on the Northern Rivers, good news for you, we got one event coming your way, April 5th and 6th, and that will be held at Jungle Cabarita Beach. You can enroll for any of these through the website, junglealliance.com. And if you want more information about it, you can reach out to me, info@junglealliance.com. Today's episode is brought to you by Panavore Cafe. They do the best coffee and the finest sandwiches in Sydney, home of the infamous Joey Sandwich. Check them out if you're in the area. If you ever come and visit the gym, I strongly recommend you finish off there for light refreshments afterwards. Big thank you to Panavore. We're drinking their coffee. Enjoy the episode. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Jungle Brothers podcast. Paulie and I in his house. Today we're talking to you about the 3 essential steps that anyone who wants to work in one of our gyms must take. Enjoy. We've been changing up the intros a little bit. I hope you guys have been kept on your toes. Paulie did the fade out today. I think that worked very nicely.
I wasn't planning on doing it, so I just jumped in. So it was a bit.
We're fucking teamwork. It's like film days, bro. You know, you just fucking know. I got you, bro. Today, the topic of this episode, which you guys already know because you clicked on the title, is came about because it's a recurring, not problem, but like dilemma. For any of our allies. It's been a dilemma here at Botany for many years. And I was speaking with Esther from Jungle Cabarita Beach recently, and she had this same dilemma. And the dilemma was, hey, this coach rocked up at the gym, never met them before, seemed like a really nice person, and said, I want to work here as a coach. Can I? And it's like,
Get out of here.
Fuck, what do I... I need a coach, but nah, I don't know. Like this, it feels a bit full on. Like, how do you go about it, right? And so,
I just think of like telling scram rookie, like the old martial arts movies where someone wants to train under a certain master, and the master just keeps shutting them down until they have to prove themselves.
That's right.
Standing there in the rain.
Yeah.
Pretty much that's the first thing on our list today.
Yeah. It's like I think of Fight Club.
It's a fight
when
club.
they're trying to get in the house. Yeah,
that's the one.
Yeah, and you're too fucking blonde. Yeah,
that's one.
God. But yeah, so there has to be. Well, there's some steps that need to be taken. Now, what I want to preface this with is that these are kind of like the steps that we're going to explain. These rules can be bent, and at times they have to be, because you have a gym. The gym needs to be staffed. You can't run it all yourself, and we've tried that at different times. Sometimes you need to just cut short a process in order to get someone in to help you out.
Mm-hmm.
But so we're talking from an ideal point of view here, right? So 3 things that you need to know, and then we'll lay out the steps at the end of this, and we'll keep this episode pretty short. So first thing you need to know is that your qualifications don't matter as much as you think they do. Now, what are we getting at here? Every resume I've ever received is like, hey, I would love the opportunity to work with blah, blah, blah. Here's what I'm qualified in. And it's like a bunch of stuff that really doesn't mean that much. As we know, in fitness, it's a very low barrier to entry. A certificate 3 and 4 that you get from a fitness college and stuff doesn't really mean anything. It purely means that you're eligible to be insured, which is a prerequisite to work in a space, right, responsibly, that you couldn't work in our space without that. But it doesn't tell us anything about you. And in truth, the greatest coaches I know, I don't actually know what their actual qualifications are besides their experience. And so, yes, sure, include that, but don't lead with that. I don't fucking care what weekend course you took, blah, blah, blah. What does matter, and feel free to add in what I've missed or what you think on this. What does matter first when I'm looking at someone who might come and work with us is their attitude. Are they like a nice, friendly, upfront person? Are they able to, look me in the eyes and hold a conversation, do all that? Like, do they have those basic social skills? Which, let's be honest, like these are not inherent for people or for every person. Do you have a willingness to learn and contribute and to be part of something? Right? And that willingness would be proven where like stand in the fucking rain for 2 days and then we'll, it's a good filter, right? Yeah. But something like that, like we need to know those things. Now, these are things that you can't write these in your CV. You can't tell us about them on day one. These are things that need to be proven. So we'll get to that.
Absolutely. I agree with all those. It's like you said, a willingness to learn, I suppose. So yeah, in that is like a willingness to kind of, take feedback, potentially change the way you might have been thinking about something, and all those sorts of things. Yeah, you spoke on rapport, being able to have some social skills, I suppose. Yeah, no, I'm down with all those, for sure.
And, let's say you're like let's just say you're a 16-year-old kid. You just, finished up school, year 10, whatever, and you maybe aren't all that confident. Like that's okay. But you can be open about that too and be like, yeah, I'm working on this part of me. Like we're not saying you got to be like a fucking rock star day one, but there is something to being aware of maybe what you're not that great at and being upfront about that and being like, yeah, but that's something I'm working on. I'm going to improve it, kind of thing.
Yeah, that's really good you mentioned that, because we do work in the people space, the relationship space, and the development space. So you need to be showing that you too can show development with wherever you currently are. Yeah, it doesn't exactly matter where you are. It's just that you're willing to keep, analyzing, reviewing, and working on that.
Spot on. So then the second point here is you need to become part of the tribe first. Now, there's a couple of main reasons that for this. This is really important. Our gyms are built on the tribe. The tribe is the community that exists within the gym. And within that tribe, you have, you have leaders who are the coaches, and then you have like gym managers, and then you have the people, right? Now, we view this entity as extremely important. It's equally important to the success of the individual's training journey as is the quality of the coaching or the effectiveness of the programming, or as is the fucking ambience in the gym. Like all of these things matter the same when it comes to the thing. You can go to other gyms where it doesn't matter as much, right? But to us, it matters a lot. This is the human connection piece. Now, one thing within a tribe is that there is status isn't the right word. Well, no status. Status kind of gets to it. Someone that is from outside the tribe does not have the same status as someone within it.
Yeah, it's like trust and respect, I suppose. It needs to be earned.
Yeah.
Yeah, and some things can't be earned. Well, definitely with a qualification. It's got to be with time, showing up over time.
Yeah, and you got to the simplest and most effective way for you to build that, to earn that trust and respect, is to be there with the tribe. So join them, train with them, do the thing, and you will become one of them. And if you do that, after a certain amount of time, then when you tell them, hey, Paulie's going to start his coaching journey in the next internship, whatever, then the whole tribe is behind you. Fuck yeah, Paulie, that's so sick. I can't wait to have a lift class where you're coaching me.
Yes.
Right? But if we circumvent that process and say, hey guys, new coach, you don't know them yet, his name's Paul. He's really great. You're going to love him. Man, people cross their arms and look at Paulie like, who the fuck's this guy? Like there's this thing, right? Not everybody, but we've had this with a lot of OGs where they're like, I don't know this guy. Why would I give them my trust and respect? And sure, you can work through that and Paulie can prove himself, but it's a lot easier if you just take the time to become part of the tribe first.
I think the other thing that this takes care of is that they train the programs that everyone else is training. And, you know, no matter how much experience you've had out there doing different disciplines of training, most people have not done it exactly the way that we've done it, the way that we superset certain different things together and the way that the class flows. And, you know, you can't really know that. You can get to know it really intimately when you're fucking doing it, basically. And that makes the transition way less awkward, with way more trust, and it's smoother. And, you know, as a coach, you embody that more and you can really deliver it with conviction because you know it. You've done it.
Yeah. You know the product.
Yes. Yeah, you know the product.
Third point here is that we don't do short-term flings. And this is kind of underpinning this sort of conversation in a way, in that we're not interested in something that's just going to last. You know, it's like I know plenty of people who have gone and coached at an F45 for like a few months, you know, and it's usually because they, start to not like it or they burn out or something and, you know, move on. But
they didn't do the first 2 steps properly at that F45.
Yeah, there's no barrier to entry there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as a result, like you think about the members' experience of that, they've just got this turnover of coaches.
Yeah.
And it's kind of robotic and the coaches don't really know them and no one really gives a fuck. And it's like no one's particularly invested.
No one hung around long enough to actually fix their squat and then fucking encourage them, you know, to see through a phase or something. Like that's just not on.
Nah. And it's the same with the members, right? We're not into short-term flings with our members, right? I mean, we don't do flings with the members, but like in terms of like, if you're joining the gym, you're not joining here for like a month. Sure, right. Special circumstances, you're in Sydney, but like everyone that we talk to about joining our gym, it's like, let's talk about what's going to make the next couple of years successful for you. That is always the perspective we're taking. And so same goes for coaches.
Absolutely. Commitment to each other. And, you know, when they come in, sometimes they need help realizing how long things take, but everyone's goals that they come to us with takes time and it doesn't happen in a short amount of time. So yeah, we have to change some people's perspectives on how long things take and what it takes. But yeah, we're looking for that commitment. We also want our coaches to come in here and commit to us and to the members because, like you said, short turnover of coaches isn't going to change people's lives on the gym floor.
So then, let's say you are a coach and you're like, fuck, I'm thinking about going and looking for a gig there. There's 3 steps that you need to take. And again, this is like the official policy, right? Any of the gyms, any of our allied gyms has the power to circumvent this to some degree. We'll talk about what that is.
Stand outside the gym with body weight back racked for 48 hours while we spray a hose in your face.
Listening to Kylie Minogue, Holiday on repeat.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So the first step is you got to join the tribe and you got to train in the gym for 3 months.
Yes.
First step. 3 months, be a member, right? Let's not like rush into anything else until you've done that. Second step is you need to complete the coach certificate, a 2-day course where you learn all the key skill sets required to be a coach and a leader within a Jungle Alliance gym.
Including the movements.
Yes. Well,
the training. You
will get some of that in the coach certificate, but we did recognize that there needs to be more of that.
Yep.
So we're in the process of building out those movement-specific courses for this year.
Gotcha.
But at the moment, it's adequate because your experience in the classes, 3 months of training, coach certificate, plus you're working, you know, like
ongoing development in the gym.
That's right. Yep. Yeah, we're confident that can tick the box for now. And then once that's done, you would start your coach journey. Now, just to show where things can be flexible about this, the coach certificate is only on a couple times a year here in Sydney. And if you're like up in one of the Northern Rivers gyms, there's only one a year going on up there. So that might not, it might not work out timing wise that you can do that in anticipation of you starting as a coach. That's totally fine. You get into it when you can. We've been managing that on a case by case basis, whereby I still be like, hey, I've got a couple of people, I need to run them through some shit. T ran his internship, which was like a 4-week thing. So we have ways to go about it. You're not going to be beholden to that if it doesn't work out timing wise. You also might not have to join the gym for 3 months, because we understand that as an adult, you need to make money, and you show up at the door and you're like, hey, I need a gig and I'm available now. You can negotiate that with the gym, right? But there does need to be an understanding. Like, the main thing is there needs to be an understanding that you got to do some time in the crew before you've earned the right to stand up in front of them and tell them how it is. And so, maybe there's something there whereby you join the gym, become a member, but then maybe you can start doing a bit of PT and renting some space in the gym and extract a bit of income from that kind of thing. I'm just floating these ideas because I don't want anyone to think that like we're trying to shut people down. But here's where it all comes from. And this is kind of the big fear as a gym owner, is that you would put someone in front of your tribe who is not prepared to do that job, and that in turn makes the tribe have a bad experience. That is just not, like, we can't have that. Like, we value their experience to the point that this structure needs to be in place. And so if you would agree that their experience matters and that the quality of the coaching and all of that matters, then surely you'd be able to respect and understand that there is a sort of policy here.
I love how you said that. You were like, if we can't have that, we can't have that. We won't have that.
Yeah. No. Yeah, we fucked up with it so many times back in the day, right?
So it's all there. It's not for nothing. It's there to protect, what we're fucking doing here. Like, the mission is get those people strong, make impact in our local communities, and this is part of how it gets done. Don't do this stuff, mission doesn't get seen. People don't get the training, they don't get what they come here for, and then your business doesn't thrive as well.
So to that, good point to end on. If you want to get in on the coach certificate, we got 2 in Sydney, I think March and September. You can check the website, junglealliance.com. Go to courses. I'll put that link into the show notes here so you can just click straight through on that. But we're also doing one in Cabarita Beach in April. I can't remember the date exactly, but that'll be crew from Ballina, Cabarita Beach. I'll be going up for it. Paulie's coming up for it too. Fuck yes. Beach Holiday Bay. So get in on those. And I'm looking forward. There's some crew I know up at Cabarita Beach and Ballina, some new coaches been coming through the ranks that are going to be participating in that. Really excited to meet them. And we've never been able to do one. We haven't done one together. Like, we definitely haven't traveled for it.
No.
So that'll be super fun.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
So yeah, get in touch. And if you do want to know more about coaching in any of our gyms, you can get in touch with us, info@junglealliance.com, or you can just contact the individual gym.
Sick.
Reach out. Thank you.
Thanks, brother.
Chill.